What's up, guys? It's your boy Damnboy, back with another video. The Scourge invasion has been upon us for a week and more or less 2 days now, and on most realms, at least high populated, it is soon coming to an end, at least the event itself. But of course, after you've completed 300 invasions, it will continue for an extra week, like Blizzard changed it. I've had a lot of fun myself. The grinding has been tough once in a while, but of course I have some tricks and tips for you guys that haven't farmed all your stones yet. Personally, I'm still missing some and I need to farm a lot of my warlock. But I want to show you some tips on how to make sure you can yoink those Shadow of Dooms, get those sweet necrotic runes. I want to show you a buff you need to get before the event ends. And I want to talk about Loatheb and Sapphiron quickly on how you can reduce damage taken on both fights and how you can make your raid have a higher chance of success in Naxxramas. As always, a sub, a like and a comment down below would be greatly appreciated. I do also stream on Twitch 3 days a week, Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday. Come check me out and let's hang out. Anyways, let's get down to it. The first thing we're going to talk about is the stamina buff you can get from the Addon Dawn Crusader in Stormwind or in EPL. In Stormwind is this lady here. You talk to her and you ask her to give you one of her magic items. At this current stage for my server, we have 280 invasions done out of 300, so that means we get 20 stamina from this buff. Once the invasion finishes and reaches 300 completed invasions, it will provide you with a 30 stamina, so you can have, I believe you can have 2 of these, so you can have 120 stamina buff as you can see here, and you can pick another one up at when the invasion ends, so to speak. So remember to do that if you want to have some extra stamina for some Dark and Fair raids or the like. On top of that, we have the Soul Revival buff. It gives you 10% increased damage. I've been told it stacks with Dark and Fair as well, so if you want to min-max even more, when you can kill a Shadow of Doom, you get this buff, and it stacks with Dark and Fair. The next thing I want to talk about is this awesome add-on a guy on my Discord made. Basically, as you can see, when I do !ID in guild chat and somebody has the add-on and are online, it will post all of the cooldowns on the current invasions. When are they coming off cooldown? So a thing here to note is they have 3 hours cooldown and then they have 1 hour window to spawn in, just like the Nightmare Dragons. This add-on has helped us out a lot. It is a great add-on to use during the invasion if you're farming, so you don't have to keep track of things on a notepad or something like that. You can just do !ID in the guild chat and it will post if somebody online has the add-on. The add-on will be down in the description below, of course. On top of that, the add-on has 2 minutes cooldown, so it doesn't spam constantly in guild chat. It is still annoying for some, but that's just the way it is. The next step is how do you yoink a Shadow of Doom. So there is a weakauras I will post down in the description below, and there is a macro to target the guy you speak to turn in 8 necrotic runes. Remember to keybind the macro for interacting with the target. I've bound that. You go to keybinds, you go to targeting, and you go to interact with target, and then you bind that to a second keybind. So what I do when I'm yoinking the Shadow of Dooms, taking them, getting them to get the tag, is I spam these 2 buttons as much as possible while the crystal is getting under 1% HP. This is giving me a lot of runes. I've yoinked around 4 Shadow of Dooms in my time so far, on my warrior at least, in 1 invasion. And to show you here in the game where you go to escape, you go to keybindings, go to targeting, and you find interact with target, and then you keybind it. And that is it. This will definitely help you get more Shadow of Dooms. But remember, if you can't kill it, don't spawn it, because you will waste 8 necrotic runes. And that will suck. Actually, here on my mate, and I was on my warlock dual tasking as well, we had a little bit of issues because 2 Shadow of Dooms and the warrior had to heal while tanking the 2 mobs, and the fears and all that stuff is kinda, it can get quite sketchy. Anyways, for Loatheb, my suggestion here is always pre-pop a shadow protection potion, so you have it off cooldown when you go on the fight. So when the first shadow debuff comes or your pot goes off, you're gonna pop a new shadow protection potion, a greater one. On top of that, he does actually do a poison debuff, which you can dispel with these 3 venoms. You can use anti-venom, the cheap one, and you can use strong anti-venom, and you can use the 3rd one, which is called powerful anti-venom. And last but not least, elixir of poison resistance, the expensive one. This will, if you do dispel this poison, this will definitely help your raid. If you have a longer fight, dispel this poison. The poison does at least 3 to 4k damage, at least on this kill we did here. On top of that, you're of course gonna bandage if need be. As you can see, the poison here comes up, 12 seconds duration. I have bound my heroic strike to dispel this. I did this already for AQ, but I also use it here just to reduce damage taken. The anti-venoms are super cheap, 3 different of them. They have different cooldowns, they don't share a cooldown. So you can use these first, you put them in the mag with the first, and then you use those first, and then you can use elixir of poison resistance when the 3 anti-venoms are on cooldown. This will save you money, this will help you raid, and hopefully you'll get those Loatheb kills. The last 2 tips for today is if you are using BCT, you want to go to the BCT add-on, you want to go to auras, and you want to remove Amplify Magic from being blacklisted, because on Sapphiron, the aura, frost aura he does not get affected by Amplify Magic, but your healer's heals do get affected by it. So this will help you in a great way. On top of that, a suggestion here is, of course, you're using greater frost protection potions, pre-pop them, and on cooldown during the fight. On top of that, you can actually pre-pop a greater shadow protection potion as well before you engage the fight. So you have both a greater frost protection potion on and a greater shadow. The greater shadow will prevent damage taken, or at least reduce damage taken from the drain that Sapphiron casts on random targets during the encounter. That was it for this guide, guys. I hope it helped you out a lot. Happy farming, happy raiding. If you have any questions or the like, feel free to throw me a comment down below. A sub and a like would also be greatly appreciated. It really helps my channel growing. I do also stream on Twitch Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday from 7 to 11 PM Copenhagen time. If you want to chat or just chill, come and hang with me. Anyways, as always, have a damn great day.